Hey, my friends, it's Denise Walsh here. Welcome to day 5 of Overcoming Self-Sabotage. In today's morning video that I hope you already saw, we talked all about hacking your environment and where and how and why that works to shift you on a subconscious level. The goal here is that are in congruence, that we're in dream life pathway alignment. And what that really means is that our head and our heart are speaking the same language. As you know, you can say all the right things, but if your heart doesn't believe that it's possible, or if your heart is consistently saying, yeah, right, then guess what? You're not going to see and experience the change you really want in your life. So, I have a guest today who is going to share her experience in my 3-month program, 90-Day U-Turn. But before I bring her on, I'd love for you to comment below. Where are you from? What is your favorite aha moment from this free 5-day challenge? And did you get a chance to listen to the longer form webinar I did last night that talked all about retraining your nervous system, which at the end of the day is what 90-Day U-Turn is all about. We retrain your nervous system to get out of fight or flight mode and live into what I call the world of dreams. And we retrain our automatic thinking to take us where we want to go. And that's just not like a nice thing to say or do. I talk all about the science behind why this works. And as a clinical psychologist turned dream life coach, there's a lot of fun things that we do that help you get over yourself, see yourself 3 steps ahead of where you are now, and actually go to create it. So with that being said, I want to bring in aspiring dream life coach Chastity to share her experience too.
Hi, everybody. My name is Chastity. I got to be part of Denise's 90-Day U-Turn. I'm wanted to be part of her coaching program, and that is part of the course is to take the 90-day program myself, which I'm very grateful for the course. Immediately within the first week or two of doing the course, I realized I really was not thriving in life. I was simply surviving. I was doing all this stuff for my kids, working, cooking dinner, making sure homework was done. I wasn't taking time for myself. Um, in the beginning, she has us rate our life in different areas. And I realized friendship was one I was lacking. That was something I
Oh.
was not making a priority to do. And I just thought it was normal when you're a mom that works full time to just not get to spend time with your friends very often. So I started to do that. I started to make it a point within my journal, like what I could do to reach out for friends. And I made it a point to make phone calls, even if it's just shoot a quick text to say, hi, I'm thinking of you. And it's really improved everything all around.
So you got started in 90-Day U-Turn really because you wanted to become a coach. You want to learn how to use these exercises to support other people. And one of the steps of becoming a coach is doing it yourself. So you're not just reading a book and then doing it with clients, but you're actually experiencing it, which really helps build coaching confidence because when you do it with clients, you believe in it because you've already had your own shifts. And so coming in, you're thinking, I'm doing this really so that I can do it for others. Did you realize how much it would actually impact you?
I did not realize how much it would impact me. I remember when we went through a grief exercise. I even did my homework on the book, and I'm like, oh, I don't hold on to grudges. This doesn't really relate to me. And it wasn't until we were in our group breakout sessions that I'm talking to one of the girls in my group, and she asked me about my ex-husband because I've been divorced now for about 3 years. Did I have any feelings there? And a couple questions she started asking me just really triggered these feelings, and actually to where I brought it brought tears to my eyes. Like, oh my gosh, I do have these feelings. I've just gotten so good at just blocking them out, and I really needed to see that to be able to move forward fully in life. I didn't realize I was holding on to some of that hurt inside. So
Yeah. And I think that's so normal, right? We stuff, and we're like, everything's fine, I'm fine. But you
yeah.
can only stuff for so long. And it takes kind of processing through it. It takes getting it out of our system. It takes maybe like shifting the meaning of it, in those grief exercises and resentment exercises. We process through it, but we also shift what it means for us. And so it sounds like you got some release after those exercises.
Yes, I really did.
Yeah, that's awesome to hear. And so as a coach or a budding coach, no, sorry, Jax, go away. I'm not even going to try to talk because nobody will be able to hear me, but this is what happens when you work from home.
I've got 3 dogs. I understand.
I know. Okay. So you, as a coach, so my next question is, as a coach, how do you think this content is going to support the clients that you have a goal of working with and supporting down the line?
I think it's going to help them tremendously just with seeing the things, their patterns that they're doing to get in their own way, that self-sabotage, to help them overcome that. One thing in particular about me too is I'm always like, I don't have enough time. I'm a mom. I'm running my kids. I'm working full time. But one thing I realize is like I spend a lot of time on social media, just sitting on my phone doing nothing, and that's one of the things we talked about. So just having the calendar, putting things down, making time for things is super effective. I think it'd be awesome for anybody to have and implement in their life.
Yeah. It's foundational content for sure, helping people get out of fight or flight mode into the world of dreams, re-sparking what's important to them, connecting again with their life purpose, and truly getting in what we call dream life pathway. Dream life pathway, what's the word? Cohesiveness or alignment. That's the word. Dream life pathway alignment, head, heart, feet. Do you know what you want? Do you believe it's possible? Do you know how to go get it? And so how did you feel like you got in alignment throughout the 12 weeks?
Well, I knew in my head, I knew what I wanted. I knew I want to be a coach. My background is healthcare. I've been a nurse for over 20 years, and I love doing that, but it's not exactly what I signed up to do anymore. Just politics and whatnot. Things have changed a lot in healthcare. So I knew I still wanted to help people. So I knew being a life coach would be something I could still utilize those skills to be able to help people. Um, I I think it's really.
Oh no, we lost her. She'll pop on in just a minute. So needless to say, 90 Day U-Turn is a 12-week course that helps you to overcome self-sabotage and get out of fight or flight mode. And the premise of the whole program is to let go and release and heal through the things that are holding us back, but also making what we want bigger than the fear. In therapy, you'll find that oftentimes it's, we stay stuck in the past. The goal often is to talk about the hurt, and there's a season for that to bring the darkness to the light. But at the end of the day, we don't want to stay there. And so this is why I utilize 90 Day U-Turn with trauma and trafficking survivors. I utilize it with stay-at-home moms who are like feeling in chaos. I utilize it with corporate moms, just like Chastity, who are like, again, like have so many plates in the air. It's hard to manage and juggle. And so the idea is to gain clarity, not only on what it is that you want, but build the confidence that it's actually happening. And some of that is building what we want to be bigger, but also another piece of the coin or side of the coin is releasing those old grudges, emotions, like triggers that have been holding us back. And sometimes we don't think they're related, but the reality is they are. So, okay, welcome back. What were you saying? Do you remember?
Oh no, I'm so sorry. I could see my phone starting to freeze. So sorry about that. Do you remember what your question was?
No, but we'll move on to a new one.
Okay.
So this next round, you get to be a support coach. And a support coach in 90 Day U-Turn gets paired up one-on-one with clients. So that way they get not only the community support, but they also get one-on-one support throughout the 12 weeks. And so Chastity got to meet with a support coach over the past 12 weeks. And now she is going to be a support coach and meet with clients in this next round of 90 Day U-Turn. And it's a truly added benefit, not only for coaches to get a chance to practice, but for clients to get a chance to have one-on-one connection to talk through not only that week's content, but of course, making their dreams bigger than the fear. And so we'll wait just a minute to see if she's able to hop back on. But if not, we will just answer any questions that you guys have about overcoming self-sabotage, retraining your nervous system, retraining your automatic thinking to get out of fight or flight mode and into the world of dreams, and then stay there, right? Not that life's not going to happen. We will all still have upsets, but the goal is that we get out of chronic stress and we live in this rest and digest space most of the time. And when we do that, we can have the brain space to dream. We can have the emotional capacity to handle life when it comes our way, because we will be at like a 3 or 4 normally. And then when life happens, we can handle it. But if we're living at an 8 or 9, most of the time when life happens, we freak out and we, blow up or shut down, and we're unable to handle the stress that comes our way. The goal here is to increase our capacity to be able to handle what life brings us and create the life that we want. Because that will bring up some stressors too, right? Building a coaching business isn't all, glories and rainbows. There's going to be stressors that pop up as you learn new skills and you step into something new, and you want to have the emotional capacity to be able to handle it. So it looks like Chastity's phone overheated. So we will say goodbye for now, but the doors are now open to 90 Day U-Turn. Be sure to check it out. Let me know if you've got any questions. The doors close on Tuesday, August 6th. And our first meeting is August 20th. We'll be meeting Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern to talk through that week's content. And so if you're at a place where you're stuck, you're frustrated, or you just want to redream and like you've hit a ton of success in your life, but you're ready to bust through and create a new dream for yourself, 90 Day U-Turn is for you. So have an awesome, awesome day, my friends. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. And I look forward to working with you over the next 12 weeks. Talk to you soon.